All right, great. So let's get started. Welcome, everybody to our new Coaches Training Academy. We're so excited. So it's going to be a 4-week series, and this is week 1. So the first thing, introduce myself. My name is Lisa Arnold, 20K President's team member. And I am a stay-at-home mom of 3, live out in a little state of Rhode Island in a little small town. Built my business completely from home, from my house, around my 3 little kids. They were little when I got started, and it's just been absolutely incredible. I got started because I wanted to earn an extra $500 to help, with the bills. And that first month, I earned an extra $872. Kept going and doing things that we're going to teach you during, these series. And the next month I made $1,134. My husband was like, what is happening? This is amazing. Never left the house to do it. Did it completely around the chaos of having 3 kids at home. And then the next month, $2,377. And it's just been incredible and gone up ever since. I've now become a 6-figure earner with the company for many years now. And I didn't start with that goal in mind. I actually started for $500. The beauty of this business, our team, the way we do our business is really the sky's the limit. You can achieve anything, any goal that you want. And you might start right now with one goal and it might turn into something else. So really want to start by saying welcome to the team. Welcome to Herbalife, Team Herbalife, and welcome to Team Rockstar. So Herbalife Nutrition is, really is a family atmosphere. It's really just one big team, but it's also really one big family. Herbalife actually got started 40 years ago, 1980. The company was started by a man named Mark Hughes, who's an incredible man who really wanted to help create healthy habits for people. He watched his mom suffer trying to get healthy, trying to lose weight. She ended up passing away. So out of that passion and love for his mother came this desire to create a company and products that would be healthy for people and they could lose weight, get healthy, and that's where Herbalife started. So that start of Mark Hughes and the reason why he started the company, it didn't start because some guy felt like making some money. A lot of companies start that way. It started from passion and love for his mother who had died. So that effect still is strong throughout Herbalife. It's felt 40 years later. It's still felt. If you ever, when you attend a training, you're going to feel it. There's just this different buzz, this different love, this different energy that exists in Herbalife that doesn't exist anywhere else. And it's really incredible, and it's thanks to Mark Hughes. We are the #1 nutrition company in the world, which is amazing. We have the largest scientific and nutrition advisory board, you guys, and you might know some of this stuff, but I just want to start this by giving you this sort of ammo, this sort of like confidence in your pocket. Not that you have to go around telling everyone, but just for you to know for yourself, you are part of the #1 company. You are part of the best when you're part of Herbalife. Okay, so know that it's the best, the products are the best, the company's the best, the marketing plan's the best, the people that are in it are the best. So not only are you part of the best company, but you're also part of one of the best teams. So our team has actually been one of the fastest growing teams in entire North America, you guys. So you're part of an incredible family. We have the plan, we have the structure, we have everything in place for you to go wherever you're at right now and go where you want to be. So a couple things to talk about on this call. The first one is, why? What do you want? Where do you want to go? Yes, I'm telling you, you can have anything you want. The sky is the limit. But what is that for you? So what's your why? And the first homework, and we're going to give a couple action steps, homework or action steps, however you want to, think about it. And the first one is, what's your why? Why did you get started with Herbalife? Now, you may have started for the products first. You want to lose some weight. Okay, that's great. And then, but because you're on this call, you're obviously also interested in building a business. So why? What made you decide to join Herbalife and start a business with Herbalife? And you might already know it. If you haven't yet, your homework is to really think about it. Whether you know it or not, is to write that down, like why you got started. Your why will shift. Your why will change. Like I told you, I got started for $500 a month. So if your why right now is because you want to help pay your electric bill, that's fine. If your why right now is you would like to save and buy a house, you want to pay off credit card bills, or maybe your why is something bigger. Maybe it's that you would like to fire your boss and come home full-time, be your own boss. Or maybe it's that you'd like to someday, be able to retire your husband. I retired my husband. Maybe you'd like to retire your mother. You could, any goal is okay. Any why, any reason is okay. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's personal. And the reason why it's important to know it is because that is going to depend on how much time, how much effort are you going to put in. Because if you tell us that your goal is, I would like to fire my boss, I want to, come home full time, be able to get rid of my job and just do this full time, that's a great goal. But if that's the why, that's going to be very different than someone wants to earn an extra $200 a month. Okay, so it's just different things. So finding out, and really thinking about it, what's your why? Why'd you get started? What are your goals? What do you want to earn per month? How much time are you willing to put into it? Again, no right or wrong answer on that, and it will shift as we continue on. It will always evolve and change for you, okay? So that's your first homework assignment. And the next thing you guys just want to go over is some of the resources we have available to all coaches on the team, the new coaches and any coach on the team, so that you're aware of it. And any questions, you guys, during this call, you can pop it. If you're on live, you can pop it in the chat box, or at the end, if we have time, we'll do a little Q&A. I'm going to bring on another coach to talk to. But also, any questions, if you're not on live and you're watching this later, you can always reach out to your upline, your sponsor, your coach, the person who got you into the business. Don't ever feel like, I don't want to bother them or anything like that. Don't ever feel like that. As a coach, as an upline, we love when new coaches or any coach reaches out with questions. Of course, you want to be an independent distributor, and of course, you want to go get information as much as you can on your own. You don't want to just go to your coach about every little thing that you could easily go find yourself. You definitely want to you are a CEO of your own business. But at the same time, there might be a question that you can't get the answer to that you need to ask. And that's no problem at all. You can ask every single day. It's okay. You can do that. So some of the resources, you guys, that we have available, the first one that's available to anyone who's part of Herbalife is myherbalife.com. I'm sure by now you've gone in there. But myherbalife.com is really like your back office. Everything's in there. That's where you go to set up your website, your shopping website for your clients. That's where you go to check your volume, right? Like how much documented volume you have, how much business you've done. There's so much information in there. But myherbalife.com is a big one. And then the other thing that is available is to anyone as part of Herbalife is our local monthly trainings or our corporate trainings. So we have, it's called STS, which is Success Training Seminar. Those happen monthly. They happen all over the country. They actually happen all over the world. So, we have international business as well. We have U.S. on this team, but we also have outside of U.S. on this team. And there are success training seminars available here in the U.S. and then outside the U.S. in all different languages. So that happens once a month. If you don't know where your local one is, reach out to us. We will let you know. We can find the closest one for you. Those are incredible, incredible, incredible. For me, it's like every month I'm there. I've got 3 kids, but I got to figure it out because I know it's important to build my business to be at the monthly STS is what we call it, Success Training Seminar. By the way, they should call it a success party because it is not your typical boring training at all. It's actually really fun. There's music. It's amazing. You'll love it if you haven't been to one. The other thing that is available is there are what we call leadership development weekends, LDW, and those are twice a year. And one's coming up in April. So you want to find out where your closest LDW, leadership development weekend, is. And then of course we have Extravaganza, and that's happening in July, and that happens annually. It's our big annual event. Those do happen all over the world too, in the US as well, and they're absolutely amazing. So we can't wait. We'll all see each other at Extravaganza. Okay, so that's available there. Now, as part of Team Rockstar, what's available for you as a coach on the team? We have a bunch of resources available, you guys. If you're on Facebook, there's the Team Rockstar Coaches Group. This is a group, private Facebook group that's available 24/7 for all our coaches on our team to get access to, calls like this one right here, any call we've ever done, there's tons of posting there with helpful tips, tons of information, motivation, everything you need inside that group there. Go in there, look through the photos in there because that's going to bring up a lot of the posts. look through files, click files in there, click albums in there. And then the other thing is there's a search box in the Facebook groups. You can go into the search. Let's say you have a question about marketing plan. Type marketing plan in the search, and you're going to pull up posts for years of posting, you guys. Incredible resource right there. So that's the Team Rockstar Coaches group on Facebook. The other group on Facebook is called Rockstar Wellness Group. That's open. It's for our clients, and it's for all coaches on our team to use for their clients. So you, as a coach, have access to this group to invite your clients to anytime. And that group is also available 24/7. It's got information, motivation, accountability, support, incredible group. Again, you can go through the albums in there, go through files in there, use the search bar, and anything you're wondering about. You know, someone's wondering about breastfeeding on the products. Go to the search bar and put in breastfeeding. It's going to bring up so many posts. It's going to be so helpful to you, okay? So you can add your clients into that group, and that is an amazing resource to sort of dangle to your clients. I love to tell my clients, oh, when you get started, also I'm going to be able to add you to this group that we have. It's an absolutely incredible group. It's an accountability group, support group. The other thing happening on Facebook is our monthly challenges. We're doing, there's always some type of challenge going on that's available for our clients, whether that's a free challenge or it's a weight loss challenge, it's a fitness challenge, it's a booty challenge. There's always a different challenge happening. And that's available as well to any coach on the team to use to help build your business. Now, that's all on Facebook. If you're not in any of those groups, let us know. We'll add you into those groups. If you're not on Facebook, you might not be on Facebook. No problem. You have two choices. One, you can create an account and don't even use it. Just have a blank thing just to get into those groups to get the information. Or two, no problem. We have all this other stuff available too. So what we have on an app on your phone and on your computer is called Telegram. It's free. And in there, we have our new coach support chat. So most of you probably already in it. If you're not yet, let us know. We'll add you into that group. So that's called the new coach support chat. And that's a great chat to just sort of help our new coaches get started with their business. Okay. We have other chats available inside Telegram. As you continue to move and grow and build your business, you may want to be part of those chats. You don't necessarily need to be part of them all at once because it could be a lot at once as you're trying to, sort of learn your business, build your business. But know that there are other chats available to you, ones like personal development, a transformation picture chat where people have gotten results, put their pics in there. There's a few other available. If that's something that you are interested in, you think you're ready for that, talk to your coach. You can get added into those as well. All free, all available to anybody on the team. Okay? So that is all the resources on that stuff. There's another resource we have for our team called our New Coach Training Academy. And that's a website. We've posted the link inside. I don't know. In a second, I'll grab the link and put it in the chat box too. But we've posted the link inside the new coach support chat. It's also inside our team group on Facebook. And of course, your coach can give it to you too. But that's a website. It's a training website available to everyone on our team for free. And it's amazing, you guys. It's a self-paced training website. So what you do is you go in there, and you can go through that at your own time. Maybe you're busy with work or kids or whatever, no problem. You can go in at your own time and get any type of training anytime inside there as well. Okay, so first set of homework is writing down your why. Why did you get started with the business? Okay. The second bit of homework is the resources that I just mentioned, is just making sure you're in those spots. Anything, that is available for you, that you're there, you know where to get them, you're in the groups that you need to be in. Okay, that's your second piece of homework. And then the last thing that we just want to chat about is, like really launching your business. Like, how do you go about launching your business? Okay. I would say that the first thing that I'll just explain, and then I'm going to pass it over to another amazing coach, but the best way to learn anything in this business is to just get into action. It's to learn while you try it. Okay. So what I want to just say is to be careful as you're a new coach, you're getting started, you're excited, and you feel like you have to know everything before you ever make a move. It's sort of like analysis paralysis, and you get stuck and you never actually get started with the business because you're so busy trying to learn how to do the business. You're trying to learn how to do the right post. You're trying to learn all that stuff instead of just posting, watching what happens, paying attention, studying what you're doing and how's it working. That's the best way to do it. I know for me, that's what I did. I just leaped. I just cannonballed. When I launched my business, especially, I've completely built my business on social media, 100% from home, 100% using social media. Now as a 20K president's team member, multiple six-figure earner, still only building on social media. Started with just Facebook, now doing Instagram as well. I have to say, both platforms are incredible. If you're resisting one platform or the other, they're both amazing. I have to say, I resisted Instagram for a long time, got on it a few years ago, blowing up the business on that side too. Both are phenomenal. Phenomenal way to build your business, and it's free. It's free, but it's going to take consistency and it's going to take action on your part. So the best way to learn it is to get into action. Like, what's the best post for you to do? Well, the best post is always your own personal results, your own, like, and when I say post, I mean also in your stories, right? Because you got to be showing up in your Instagram stories, your Facebook stories every day. The best thing is your own results, your own journey, okay? That's the best thing for you to do. My best business building tip for anyone at any stage of their game is your own journey and your own results, is working on your own journey and your own results. That's always going to get you the best results possible. That doesn't mean you have to be in the best shape of your life. It doesn't have to mean any of that stuff, but it means that you're working towards something, and that could be a physical result. That could be a mental result. That could be like through your personal development. You're sure sharing that journey, what's happening with your mindset, that it's getting more clear, it's getting more focused, it's getting more positive, more uplifting. It could be, so it's a mental transformation. It could be a physical transformation, that you're sleeping better, your hair is stronger, your nails are stronger, you've lost weight, you've lost an inch, you lost 2 pounds, you have more energy, you can play with your kids, okay? All the different things, but your own result is always going to give you the best. So for me, how I launched my business was I did a post on Facebook, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was very scared. Very, 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 very scared, like posted it and hid and crawled under a blanket and was so nervous and scared. But I knew that the only way was for me to just leap and do it. So that's how I launched my business, was through a post. Before I pass it over to another coach who's going to explain a little bit more on this, you guys, the important thing for you to do is to really focus on your own results, your own journey, and to just get into action. Because when you're in action, that is how you're going to figure it out. Like, we could talk, and we can, and we will. We have lots of trainings on it, on how to do the best post and how to show up in your stories the best, okay? And all that's important, but at the same time, the best thing for you to do is to do it and study what's happening and how it's going. Okay, so I want to pass the call over to another incredible coach on the team who's going to talk a little bit more on this. I have personally watched her actually start, just like everybody who's watching, as a brand new coach and working in a corporate job and starting this business and being nervous and scared and unsure. And she didn't know about building business, just like I didn't know about building business either. Neither one of us knew. And it just goes to show you, like, if you will just keep going, what's possible. So I want to turn the call over now to Millionaire Team 7.5, you guys. That's part of the top 2% of the company. About to, by the way, heading into top 1% of the earners of the company. Caitlin LaJeunesse. Did I do it, Katie?
Woo! With the French flair.
She used to be Katie Liberty to me for years. Now she got married. I'll let her tell her story. But Katie LaJeunesse.
Yes, you can just call me whatever you want. So, hey guys, welcome to the New Coach Call. I'm super excited to kick off this series. And hi, Grizz. One thing I wanted to say, you guys, is that when I got started, gosh, 7.5 years ago, I'm so excited. 7.5 freaking years ago, we had none of these resources around. It's like your kids, like, looking, like, when you talk about like how it was when you grew up, and they can't even like imagine that like phones were stuck to the wall or VHS tapes. Like, that's how social media was back then. That's how building a business the way we do it back then was. So I want you guys to know you guys are in the right place at the right time, and you guys are set up to go faster than us. We didn't have these Zoom calls. We didn't have even like emojis or stickers when we talked to each other. We didn't have voice messages. We didn't even have live video, right? So like these Facebook groups, I don't even know if Instagram was a thing back then. Like, so if we could do it then, just imagine like what you could do with all this free stuff available to you. So you guys, like I said, I got started 7.5 years ago. To make a long story short, I got started on products because I didn't want to look fat in some wedding photos. And you guys, I started taking these products around my corporate job. I was working as a senior analyst at a big bank in town. I was in a position where people were retiring in that position, so I was making good income. But I was really depressed and staring at a tan cubicle wall all day long, letting other people make decisions about my future. And I remember when I got started with this business, Lisa would send me messages and she'd be out by the lake and she'd be having fun and she was always happy. And I remember thinking, like, it kind of opened up my eyes that I actually don't have to live in a space where I don't want to be, that I'm so unhappy. Like, I can do something about it. I can change. And one of my favorite quotes is, if it is to be, it's up to me. And so I realized very quickly as I started observing what was happening around me, that I need to do something fast to change it. My coworkers were always crying. They missed their kids. They were up to their eyeballs in daycare costs. They were actually losing money in daycare, coming to work, but they stayed for the insurance, and they wouldn't even stay 5 minutes after work to talk to us because it was eating into literally the hour or 90 minutes they had with their kids for that day. And I remember seeing like them crying, and it broke my heart, but I also remember saying to myself, Katie, that is your future if you don't step up and do something. So, you know, if it is to be, it's up to me. So I had to make the change. And the really cool thing, you guys, about Herbalife is we have literally the best products in the world. We're #1 in the world. We have the best marketing plan, most lucrative marketing plan in the world. The only difference is us. And the thing that really fires me up is that when I worked in that corporate job, my boss made all the decisions for me. I could work hard or I didn't work hard. I was still getting paid the same. I could take on more responsibilities. And actually my paycheck started to go down because my raises weren't matching Social Security. So I was making less and doing more. So when somebody says to me, you are in full control of your income, you are in full control of how hard you want to work, I say, sure, I will work hard to build my dream and not somebody else's. So really take that on, you guys. Like, would you do this? If I look back and they said, Katie, if you just worked hard for a year and put your head down and you just went, would you do it all over again? I would do it all over again for 10 years to have the life that I have now. So ask yourself, you know, really, what do you want? And so that's what Lisa said. Get clear on your why. And for me, seeing her out by that lake with her kids, knowing that I wanted to have a family someday, I knew I needed to do something. I was stuck. And so I really just started taking on these simple things, right? And getting into action. And I'll tell you about some of the mistakes I made and some of the things that really helped me. So how did I launch my business? I'm sitting in a cubicle, have to have my head in balance sheets all day long, in cash flows. Really didn't have a lot of free time. I mean, I was stuck basically from like 6:30 to 7. I was like in the office or commuting. And I couldn't work while I was at work because my boss was always around. So what did I do? I utilized every pocket of time. I looked in the rule book. It's like you get 15-minute breaks and a 30-minute lunch. I said, perfect. I'll have my shake at lunch and I'll build my business, because you guys, sitting there and scrolling Facebook on my lunch meant nothing compared to the life that I could live if I just got to work. I woke up 20 minutes early. I stayed up a little later. And so I decided, like, I have got to spread the word. I got an amazing result. So how can I let everybody know that I'm an Herbalife health coach, and then let them take that information and do whatever they wanted with it? But your job is to let people know. How can you grow a business if people don't know you're a coach? So that comes with like a grand opening post or launch. And so I did the same thing Lisa did. I just got on, and I don't use stock photos. You always want to be yourself. And I took a picture of me and I just said, hey guys, here's my result so far. I'm getting in the best shape and health of my life. Who's coming with me? Okay. Grand opening post. And even if you're not brand new, you can relaunch your business and do this again. Okay. Now people know. Okay. You're not shoving it down anyone's throat. You're just saying, hey, I can help you. Do you know anyone? If not, I'm always here, because I'm still going to be doing the deal. The second thing that I did, and I really encourage new people to do, is I made a center of influence list. I say 100, 200 people, right? Anyone that I would say hi to on the street. I looked through my Facebook friends. I thought of my college friends, my coworkers, my family, my hairstylist, my dentist, like literally anybody. And I thought, my job is now to just check off the list. I'm not jamming Herbalife down their throat. I'm not doing weird cold messages like buy my stuff. It was just like, hey, I'm so excited. I just started this little side hustle. I'm a coach. I feel amazing. Do you know anyone who might want to feel great? Send them my way. I didn't say, do you want to get started? I gave them an easy out. And most people were like, hey, it's me. I want to get started. And so again, all I did was my goal was make sure everybody I know knows that I'm a coach. And then I'm unattached from the outcome. Now, here's what I want to say about that. Once you do your launch, okay, and you can do this on any platform and do your center of influence list, and now you're getting your feelers out, you are open for business. Your store is open for business. And I don't like the word store, but it just kind of works here because we don't sell anything, we share things. But now that you're open, right? Think of a store in the mall, right? Gap just opens, I don't know, whatever it is, right? And then you go there and all of a sudden the windows are boarded up and they're not open. And you're like, wait, but I thought you were open. So that means that you have to be consistent every single day in growing your business. And I'll talk about quickly how you can do this. Okay, this is not like a, well, I have Friday free and I got Sunday, I got nothing going on, I'm gonna work my biz. No, that's not how it works, you guys. Herbalife is little consistent things every day. Because if you're not showing up, your store is closed. And people get mixed messages, wishy-washy messages, and they're like, I'm not really sure if I should come to this girl. So now you've launched your business, and now you want to be consistent in the way you're growing your business. And really, you guys, that's showing up every day. I'm talking to you guys like you're working social media. You might be doing other things on the side, but this is something you could work every day. And I was excited, and I was sharing, and I wasn't herba vomiting. Everything doesn't need to be Herbalife. That's actually a turnoff. I was just sharing about my life, right? My hobbies, the things I was doing, what I was up to. And guess what? Herbalife's part of that, so they saw that. Okay, so you want to make sure that you're consistent every single day. So then what I did then, and what I still do today, because even though I'm a full-time coach, I'm just as part-time as you guys. I'm raising twins, right? I'm like literally working on their nap time right now. And when they're up, that's my focus. So how can you be consistent every day? Your business is launched and now you have to stay open. Like, what can you do? So I just made a list of 5 or 6 things that I could do every single day, okay? Every single day, not when I felt like it, not when I was healthy, not when I was, I wasn't tired, when I was sick. I did it no matter what. It was my birthday, still did the things. It was Christmas, still did the things. Like every single day, because it wasn't hard to do. But what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So what are your 5 or 6 things that you can do every day? And for me, it was taking my 2 shakes a day and my tablets 3 times a day, because I knew the more that I took my products, I'd be fired up to share. It was listening to something positive in the morning. It was getting on and doing a post. 1 or 2 posts a day, you guys, is all you need to do. Now, keeping my stories active. 5 or 6 clips a day. Keep your stories active. Share your life, right? And little tip, if you're growing your business on social media, stories is where it's at. Don't even like get obsessed about the post. They're coming to your stories first to see what you're doing. 5 or 6 little things a day. And it may be a little bit different for you. And then when it was becoming natural and I could do those 5 or 6 things in like 25 minutes, I thought, I'm going to add another little thing on. And then once I get that down, it becomes habit, another little thing. And that's how you can grow your business in the pockets of your time. Okay, so figure out that little action step. So I would say, your homework for this little section, and it's super fun, is launch your business, right? Launch your business, make your center of influence list, let everybody that you know that you're a coach, right? You're not salesy, you're not pushy, and let them do whatever they want with the information. And then you're open. So now what are you going to do? You can't close that store. Don't be like, oh my gosh, this is so much pressure. No, it's super easy. It's little tiny things, you guys, that will determine, your outcome, your goal. So if your goal is to make $200 a month, your action steps are going to be different than me, who needed to be home because I wanted to change my life. So get with your coach and work with them and figure out what that is. And I remember feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm not sure how to share. So I'm quickly just going to tell you one tip that changed everything for me, and you guys can apply it and roll with it. So I thought, I have all these great products. I want to talk about them. How? I don't want to be annoying and spammy and have people unfriend me because I'm like, buy my tea. Here's what it does. Here's the ingredients. And I realized quickly that that doesn't resonate with people. And even more today, you guys, people do not want to be sold. They want to know that they can see themselves in your story. So instead of like, buy my tea, I might think about the value that the tea adds to my life and tell a story about that. So maybe it was before you didn't even have this tea in your life, you were hitting snooze 15 times, you couldn't get out of bed, you were struggling to play with your kids, you were the mom who laid on the couch watching life pass by as your kids were playing. And now that you have this tea, you get up before your alarm clock, you play with your kids, you have more energy with your kids, and that's what you're sharing, you guys. People are struggling. So it's always about take this thing I'm super excited about and how can I turn this into a real story that happened to me and share that? The stories land with people. So anytime you're about to share, my immediate thought is pump the brakes for just 1 second. How can I tell a story? A simple little tiny story, because someone's going to see themselves in that, and you never know what could come from that. And so you're just a good storyteller every single day, okay? And you're telling stories about your life and your hobbies and your kids and what the tea does for you. It's not all Herbalife, but if you guys can just start telling stories, it takes all the pressure off, right? And it's so much fun, and you're just sharing yourself, and people are buying you first. So those are some of my tips, and hopefully you guys take that on. It will be incredible for you. Consistency is the name of the game, and I'm going to throw it back to Lisa.
Awesome. Thank you, Katie. So good. So yeah, you guys, so we've got some homework here, and you know, Katie, what she just explained about the story piece, it's huge. It's everything, especially with social media, but just in general with business. Stories sell, facts tell. So if you've been feeling like maybe you just go start with your business and you're like, I don't know what's going on, I haven't got a client yet or whatever, maybe if you think about stories sell, facts tell, that you've been giving too much facts. That's just telling them information. That's not getting them to motivate to get started with the business or the products with you. Stories sell. Stories sell a person on like, yeah, I want to get started with you. So, and the best story is always your own, like Katie shared, like how can you take what it is, you know, how it's changed you, how can you take that and share that in a story? Everyone has a problem, we have a solution to it. So think about like what would be a problem, like what problem did I have before that now has been solved thanks to these products, thanks to this business, and then share that in a story. As opposed to like the shake has this many vitamins and minerals, this is amazing. It's like, well, no, actually I used to skip breakfast. You know, I was too busy in the morning, then I would be sluggish, this is so fast and easy, this is amazing. I now have all this energy, I can do it around 3 kids. You know, like think about how you can share that for you, right? What's the best way for you? So, the homework that we have, that you will do the homework this week, and then next week we're going to meet again on this call for week 2. But the first one is, you know, you doing your why, like why you got started with the business. Really think about that. Why? What's your why? What's your driving force? Why are you getting up every single day and doing this business? Like, why did you sign up? Why did you want to get started? Why did you want to have your own business? No right or wrong answers whatsoever, you guys. Part of my why I've shared was I wanted to make $500 to help, you know, sort of offset all the bills that were happening. I was home earning financially zero, and I wanted to make 500. That was part of it. And you know what another part was? I still am, a stay-at-home mom in this little town, this little house, and I had sort of gotten lost in motherhood. I had gotten lost with like, Lisa, who am I anymore? People are like, what's your hobbies? I'm like, momming? I don't know, being a mom? I don't know what a hobby is anymore. I had forgot who I was. And part of it was when I got started with this business was like being me again and finding Lisa again. And wow, I am more than a mom. I have this other outlet. And so that for me was another part of this why. Yeah, it was to bring in some extra money for our house. And then also it was like to bring me back to life. You know, I love being home. I love being a mom. I've always loved that. I always wanted to do, and I still love it. I have loved every second of it. But like I wanted to be Lisa again. So that was part of my why too. You know, there's no right or wrong answer on the why, but just figure out for you, like that for me has always been a driving force. Why did I start setting an alarm at 5:30 in the morning to get up? I didn't have to go anywhere. I didn't have a boss to answer. Why was I getting up at 5:30 in the morning? Because that driving force, that why, that will get you going when the going gets tough. It will get tough, right? It's life. It's a business we're building. The why will drive you. So figuring out that why, going through the resources that we listed, making sure you're in all the different groups, you're in the chats. Don't get overwhelmed. Keep your notifications off. Don't have notifications blowing up on your phone. I got nothing. You want to see what I got? I have not touched this phone. I just tapped it. You see my 3 kids, okay? Running a very large business from home, no notifications. That's not saying there's not notifications in there, but I'm not getting anything on my phone because I have everything shut off. Because when I work, I work. When I'm with my kids, I'm with my kids, okay? So, and then that's the second thing is going through the resource. The third one Katie gave us was launch your business, right? Launch your business if you haven't yet. Do a post. Here's a great idea for a post. You know, you could share something about yourself. You don't even have to mention the word Herbalife. Okay, you don't want to herba vomit. You don't even have to mention Herbalife, but just that you're so excited because you're about to get in the best shape of your life. Who wants to join me on the journey? You didn't herba vomit. People love to support people. Whether they get started with you or not, they're going to be like, go girl. you know what? I'm a mom of 3. I'm really fired up right now. I am making a decision to get in the best shape of my life. Who wants to join me on the journey? That's a post right there. That's an amazing post. You know, maybe you selfie, no Herbalife in it. Maybe you're with your kids. Maybe you're outside, or maybe no selfie. But do that easy post, right? And then this is part of the Launch Your Business homework, right? If you haven't done that yet, the other thing is to get in your stories, like Katie shared. Stories is where it's at, more than the posting right now, you guys. When Katie and I launched our business, there were no stories. It was the dark ages, okay? It was a couple of years ago, it was the dark ages. There were no stories. Stories is everything right now. People are going, it is a fact, people are going to stories before they go to posting. So, and by the way, in a couple of years, it's probably going to change again. So it's okay, but that's what's currently happening right now. So you want to be in your stories every day. Facebook and Instagram both have stories, free to do. You want to do, okay, part of your homework and launching the business, do 5 stories, sharing, you know, why did you get started on this journey? Sharing something, whether it's the finance side, the product side, whatever it is, but get in there and share. You know, even just challenge yourself. Like, let me just do 5 stories. And this does not mean like it's you and your product and your tea. It's not that. It's not product slinging like that. It's sharing a story, okay, and just talking in your stories. Okay, so that's our homework. If anyone has any questions on this, we're happy to answer right now. Any questions? If you do, you can unmute and ask a question. We're going to do this every week, so we're going to come back on again next week. We'll talk about some different topics to help everybody launch the business. And then, of course, this recording will be available as well. Okay, so thank you guys for getting on. We're super excited. Are we good? Does anyone have any questions or anything that they want to ask?
Thank you guys for doing this. This is amazing.
You're so welcome. I'm glad we're super pumped you guys are on. I know that a lot of people are going to watch the replay later, and thanks to you guys for getting on live. So we'll keep doing this kind of stuff and just really keep helping everybody grow their business. It's possible, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible, whatever you want. Again, whether that's $200 a month, $500 a month, $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $50,000 a month. I don't care what number you tell me. I remember when I had to go through my why and think about it, and then I wanted the 500, and then I was increasing what I wanted, like how about 1,000 a month, 3,000 a month, and then I remember saying to my mentor, like, 5,000 a month. She was like, "What'd you say?" I'm like, 5,000, which to me felt like she's gonna laugh at me. And she was like, "Okay, it doesn't, whatever number, let's just get to work now." Okay, so once you know your why, once you know your goals, you can get going with it. And we're super excited. So welcome to all our new coaches. Welcome to the team. Thank you, Coach Katie, for sharing. You guys have an amazing, incredible day, and we will talk next week on this call. Bye, guys.